What's up, guys, and welcome to the Isn't It Crazy podcast. If you're listening to this on Spotify or anywhere else you get your podcast at, I do have a video version of the show on YouTube. Just go on there and search up the Isn't It Crazy podcast. While you're there, remember to like and subscribe. And today we have Carlos Zamora.
Yes, sir.
Said that right?
Yep.
Last name?
It's Zamora, sir.
And founder of Dead on Trial.
Yes. It's a clothing brand,
It's a clothing brand, yes.
Yeah, yes.
So why clothing?
So I mean, I always liked clothes and stuff like that when I was I'm gonna say I'm 21 now, right? And I'm gonna say like when I was like a junior in high school, I never really cared much about clothes. And then I met this one dude named Aaron. He kind of like hit me up. He was like, "Yo, like I like the way he dressed and stuff, you know." So I was then I started looking up like clothes fits on Pinterest and stuff like that, and then I started just
So that's where you got your
Imagine.
inspiration from?
yeah. And then I used to work at the mall at Woodfield at like Superdry, this place called Superdry. It's like this European like
Isn't that where they have the Asian words too?
yeah.
Outside?
You ever been there?
Yeah.
It's huge, right?
It looks cool.
I
I like
hate
their.
I
You hate
hated
it?
working there. Bro.
Why?
Well, it was fun at first. Like it was dope because like 50% off, you know, anything you wanted.
Oh,
And I
for,
always
like, yeah.
I always hooked up the boys. You feel me? I always hooked up the homies. And yeah, it was fun at first. And then a switch in manager happened. I guess my old manager was kind of like a perv and stuff to like the
What?
workers. Yeah. But so
Was there a
switch-
lot of girls working there?
Nah, I mean
Oh,
like
he was like a perfect dude.
nah, he wasn't a perv to dude. He was a perv to the girls. It was like I'm gonna say like 50-50, you know,
Okay,
like
yeah, I feel you.
or like 40, you know, it was like 40-60, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was like, you know, something around there. But he was just like every girl had a problem with this dude, you know?
That's
And he
rough.
was cool to me. But like
It's
it was
just-
kind of messed up
it
what
made
he
her
was doing.
like,
Yeah,
the
it made
girls
every
uncomfortable.
girl uncomfortable apparently. And like all this shit started coming out. Well, anyways, we switched managers, right? And then that's when it started going downhill.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
the manager, she was cool and stuff, but like she started becoming like kind of up your ass about things, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? And I was like, fuck. One time, like my job at that place was like, what I did was stock clothes, and so like shipment would come in like 2 or 3 boxes, and then I'll just unbox it, censor it, and then put it in the bag. And then if someone called me like, "Yo, do you have this shirt in this aisle and stuff?" I have to go look for it. You know what I mean?
Okay, I feel you.
Yeah, and I would finish that. My whole shift was 2 to 10, right?
Yeah.
That's an 8-hour shift, right? I would finish that shit like I'd come in at 2, finish at like 2:40. My rest of my day is just gone.
Just chilling.
Just chilling.
Just getting
felt,
paid.
Yeah, just one time I put a bunch of clothes on the floor and I fell asleep. I kid you not, I fell asleep. And then I think God was with me or something because he like I heard my manager walk in and started walking towards me. And I got up so quick. I started acting like I was folding stuff.
That's
She's like,
rough.
"What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, a bunch of clothes just fell." And I was like, folding and stuff. Yeah. But anyways, what's it called? Yeah, so I used to work there and their clothes is like, all right, you know what I mean? Like, it's like Abercrombie if like a European dude took it. You know what I mean? Like
Like
some European.
Abercrombie and what's it called? Where did they?
Like
American
Hollister.
Exchange?
Yeah, American. Yeah, it's like stuff like that. It's like,
Or Armani Exchange. There you go.
yeah. It's like if some dude just like, some 2 European dudes just like founded it and was like,
I thought it was Asian
well, yeah, but I'm saying, no, for Superdry?
for Superdry.
Nah,
yeah.
it's some.
Why
yeah,
do they
some-
use that Chinese letters? Then?
You know what the managers told me? They said that those Chinese letters, those kanji words, mean nothing. It's just whatever they.
It's just scribbling.
yeah, that the guys who made the company just picked their favorite like
That's hilarious.
looking symbols and then just made.
I
it.
thought it meant Superdry in Chinese.
No, that's crazy. I mean, if I might have, my managers could be bullshitting
Yeah.
me, bro. I don't know, but like, yeah, that's what they told me, and I was like, that's crazy. But yeah. So like, what's it called? I found them. You know, I was like, I could do this shit. You know, and I was like, and I like clothes, and it was like towards the end of senior year, where I was like working, and me and my homies just like, I hit up one of my homies, and I was like, yo, you want to start this with me? And he's like, yeah, let's do it. You know, and we just went to the library, started brainstorming ideas for like the clothes, like the
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, how do you guys like make the actual clothes? Like, how do you guys think of the ideas to put on the back? Because I mean, it's great clothes. Like, I got a flannel from your brother,
Mhm.
a
fuck with it?
plug,
Yeah.
and then it just seemed like you guys knew what you were doing,
Mhm.
just because it wasn't like some cheap shirt you bought off the internet and anything. Like, it was a thick shirt, and it had your tag in the back, And I mean, people at work were like, "Where'd you get that shirt?"
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I told him like, "Go here, like to the website."
Mhm.
And then he comes back and he goes, "It's sold out." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Well, wait for the next fucking drop,"
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. No, it's hard, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's hard. Like, um, I don't know. I just like sometimes like for the first draft, it was like I thought of a lot of ideas and I was like brain like I went through like 4 rough drafts of clothes. Like first what I do, sorry.
No,
Fuck
you're
up or
fine.
anything. Sorry. Sorry, I was getting too into it. No, what I so for the first hour, not first hour, first draft,
Yeah.
what's it called? I was like, you should have seen the old sketches, man. It was so whack. Like it was just like black t-shirts with like a square, and it was like I don't know, just simple stuff. And I was like, well, we wanted to go with simple clothes too,
Mhm.
you know. So it's like I want to make it simple, but like some like I want to cop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it stands out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So like some like you ever go to Forever 21 and you see something dope, and
Yeah.
it's like oh like that's simple, but then the back fucks it up. Like that's not what I was trying to do. I was
True.
trying to go with like some like
Like there's just some big ass drawing on the back. It's like, what the fuck
yeah,
is
there's
yeah.
something like I hate Mondays or something like that on
Yeah,
the
like
back
some
of the
weird,
shirt.
yeah,
Yeah,
like it
some
has nothing to do with the actual
yeah,
shirt.
like it
Yeah.
just ruins the shirt. But so I was trying to think of like cool ideas, and like I went through like 4 rough drafts, 4 sketches, and like 4 versions before I was like fully set on the first draft. Yeah, my first draft, like all of them were whack, and then with the last draft, it was like I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna fuck it. I'm just gonna release it. Like I'm gonna keep going at this over and over again, and I'm never gonna release anything because it's
Yeah.
like my expectations for myself are so high. Like I expect myself to do like the best that I could do. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
even then, like sometimes I'm like, nah, this is trash.
No, you're always your biggest critic.
Yeah, I'm always
Yeah.
my biggest critic. Like everything I do, like I draw too, and like I'm always like, people are always like, oh, you that's really good. Like you should like post it or have a social media for that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, like it's not ready yet. You know what I mean? And so I'm like,
You want it.
I want
Well,
it better. You know?
the moment you get to that like better part, it's just like this is fire.
Yeah.
It's an exciting moment, you know, like
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, yes, because I mean, like with the flannel or like the black hoodie my brother's wearing, he's
yeah.
like that. I think those are like my favorites. Or like the red hoodie. There's like a red hoodie with like a character in the front. I think personally, I'm like, damn, these are fire. Like I love it. And like the pink hoodie that I have this pink hoodie that says Dead on Trial in like Friday the 13th type of font. You know?
I got this shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, you got
I
that
got this at
spirit,
Spirit.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because I got this Batman hat from there.
Oh, did
Yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I love Batman, and I was gonna cop that too, but then I was like, nah, I'm broke right now.
No,
I'm
I
gonna have
saw
to,
it. I was like, because
yeah,
I love hats. Like that's
yeah. I
my
love hats
fucking
too. That's my whole
yeah.
persona. Yeah,
Like I love like getting little like things that like say like this is who I am. You know,
yeah,
this is my
yeah,
personality.
yeah, yeah. No, I mean, me too. I love that shit. Like, no, this is like I love music. This is a 17 hat from X. You know, from Triple X. I have a Travis Scott one. I love like music, and I love I
So,
don't know.
so do you guys? So right now, what does Dead on Trial mean?
Um,
Your brothers told me before, but just for the people who are listening to it
Yeah,
first.
so I came up with it dead on trial, like DOT for like a short acronym. We were thinking I was brainstorming some ideas like oh what's it called? What's like a cool thing? Like at first it was like drugs on time or something like that. But then I was like, nah, that doesn't sound too good. And I was like, we've came up with that on trial and I was like, yo, like that sounds pretty fire. And then the whole thing is like you always feel like at any moment, like you could be chained up. Cause like at trial, like, like you could go to court, you get like fucked over and stuff like that. Like
Mhm.
anything could happen, you know?
Yeah.
So like that's the whole concept is like to be free, I guess, in a way,
Okay.
to like express yourself.
Well, I love the idea. I love the. Don't you guys have the hoodies have numbers on them?
Mhm.
Some of them, right?
Yeah, yeah. So like well for the what's it called? For the yellow shirt, we have numbers running down the back, kind of like a prison
Down
like
the
a
spine.
yeah,
Yeah,
down
I've
the
seen that
spine,
one.
kind of like a prison thing, like a prison going on. And that's what those numbers were like. I think if I remember correctly, I think it's the either my birthday or just the day we made it. I
That's
forgot.
that's dope.
Yeah, but then we have the hoodies where they have like numbers on the pouches, kind of like
Hmm.
on the hoodie part. You know what I mean? Where you stick your hands through. Yeah,
Yeah,
and those were like it just means like the first drop.
that's.
Yeah.
When's the second drop coming?
Soon, probably like I want to say like towards the end of November or something like that. I mean, I don't want to make any promises,
Yeah,
but
I feel
soon,
you.
soon. It's just really hard, with like getting the bulk and like making it because we make it ourselves and we live in me and my brother live in an apartment with
Mhm.
our parents and like the apartment. If you ever come through, bro, it's like just a bunch of machines all over the living room,
I've seen
bro.
the
Like,
press.
you
I
seen the
saw,
press?
yeah, I saw he put it on his story,
Yeah,
and I was like, that's a serious press. Like these
yeah,
guys aren't fucking around. Like
nah, yeah. I mean, it's hard, but like, it's just a matter of time and stuff, you know.
the coolest part, I think, to me is like you said, like sometimes you get managers and stuff like that, and it's hard for people to work with people you don't like, or maybe they just give you a hard time. So for you to be like, I could do this myself and I could make it,
Mhm.
like I'll be my own boss.
Yeah.
That's the best fucking thing you could do.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's the whole point. I think of like, why would you want to work for someone? You know what I mean? Like, I know sometimes it's like you with this podcast. This is raw, bro. Like, this is dope as shit. Like,
It took
this
a
is
while. It
yeah.
took
It
like
took
a couple,
a
like you
couple
said, like
years.
brainstorms
Yeah,
and
or
like,
like names and stuff like that. Like, how do
yeah,
you come
like,
up with? Isn't it
well,
crazy and stuff like
you know
that?
what happened? The first name to this podcast was in my mom's basement, live from my mom's basement. And then what's his name?
Face bang.
Face Bank
Yeah,
as mom's
that
basement.
motherfucker. Yeah, he took your shit,
Dude,
bro.
I had a whole
I hate
poster.
that.
I had a whole poster ready. And then I put it up and then my girl's like, isn't there like one already? And I was like, no. So I went on Google and I was like,
Fuck
fuck, we gotta
yeah.
start over again. We can't even like shoot the first.
Nah, man. That's so
Yeah.
fucking whack, dude. You know, I have I'm writing a comic book and it's called ULT.
Yeah.
And have you do you watch anime at all?
Not
Not really?
I say Avatar and people
Okay.
sometimes give you shit because
Yeah.
they're like, it's fucking a Nickelodeon
Yeah, it's
thing.
it's a cartoon.
It's a cartoon, yeah. And
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
it looks like anime. And they're like, no,
Mm.
unless you're watching, you know what I watched? Death Note.
Okay, okay.
But the cartoon was not the
Yeah, yeah.
shitty movie.
Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, that makes
I didn't
sense.
like the movie.
Really?
It was too, because Death Note is like really long. You know,
Mhm.
it's like fucking like 9
Yeah,
seasons.
yeah.
And then you got
The
L
movie?
and the guy looking for the kid with the notebook.
Yeah, L?
Yeah, so
Yeah, yeah,
it takes
yeah.
a while, and you know that chase
Mhm.
is what makes it interesting. And in the movie, it was just so fucking fast. You're like, they skipped a
Well,
lot.
to be fair, I've never seen the anime, but if you watch the movie standalone and like if it didn't have the name Death
Yeah,
Note, it'd be pretty raw. Well, it was like okay, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like
I feel you.
if it was like a standalone movie,
It'd be a
like
decent movie.
without the word Death Note, and like the demon was like some other like
Raku
another
or whatever,
yeah
yeah.
something crazy or something like that. The movie would have slapped. I think. Well, because I mean, like I had no expectation. I mean, I know what Death Note is. I've never seen the anime or anything like that, but I saw the movie and I was like, yo, it's pretty fire.
Yeah,
But everyone who's seen the anime is like, nah, this shit is trash.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay. Like,
It's more interesting. I don't know what it is about like just the longer version of it. They go more into detail, and you're like, fuck, man. Like, is he gonna catch him? Because Homeboy's trying the whole time. He's like, he does this thing where he like spreads a rumor, right? Just to
Mhm.
see where this kid is coming from. And I don't know how to explain it that well, but
but it's fire.
yeah, like every anime that's like just the cartoon, it's fucking long.
Yeah, yeah, it is fuck like it's hella long. But well, anyways, I was going back with the face banks and stuff like that when this
Yeah.
dude took your idea. There's this anime called My Hero. Have you ever heard about it?
No.
No. Well, it's like pretty big right now, and it's like about superheroes. These kids who are superheroes.
Mhm.
And I kid you not, I wrote that shit when I was in like 7th grade, bro. It was like me and a homie of mine, and my homie went to school for like writing and stuff. He's gonna be like the writer, and I'm gonna be the artist, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So like I'm bettering myself as an artist to like make the comic book that we have called ULT, you know?
That's dope.
And we oh my god, this dude, as soon as we saw what's it called, My Hero come out, we were like, bro, these dudes took our shit word for word. And then I was like, yeah, what the fuck? Like we wrote My Hero pretty much since like 7th to like I'm gonna say like sophomore year or something like that.
Mhm.
And then it comes out and then we're like, wait, what the fuck? Like this dude just took our idea, so we had to like switch everything up. We had to like re-scrap everything and like start over. But now it's like pretty, getting.
So you guys
better and
got
shit.
the new one now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's getting there. It's getting better.
And you incorporate the anime into your
Yeah, my clothing brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, like, I don't know, anime's always been a big part of my like. I don't know. I like the stories. I like I know it's like long sometimes for people or like I don't gravitate towards it. Like my girlfriend doesn't like, and I mean, it's not that she doesn't like anime. She just rather not watch it or something
Yeah.
like that. Like sometimes she'll watch it, but like it's whatever to her. And like I love it, but like, and I know it's like hard for people to like it sometimes, but like the storylines and like the I don't know. Sometimes the story's just crazy. I go hard, man. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's just like
I mean, in Asia, it's fucking That's the thing.
Yeah.
But it's crazy how like back then, if you watched anime, you were that weird kid that
Oh my god,
Naruto ran.
yeah,
You know,
Naruto run,
they
yeah.
wore those fucking the bands and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
and everybody's like, dude, that kid is
Yeah, that
just
fuck that kid, he's a
on his own.
weirdo,
But like
yeah.
now, everybody's like
And
embracing that
you
shit.
know what, man? Yeah, I hate that shit. Cause in high school, I'd be picked on and be like, "That's the anime weirdo," you know? And I'm like, "I don't even watch anime like that. I just think it's alright," you know?
Yeah, but
But
if
they
you
just
now, if you went to high school,
yeah,
you'd be
now
like,
I went to high school, I would have been the number one, bro. I would have been the number
you got the
one.
clothing
I
brand
would
with the
yep, got that clothing brand, got
anime
all this
on
shit.
there.
Yeah, bro. They would have been like, "Yo, let's go crazy. Let's, I'll buy it," you know?
That's crazy. Yeah,
Like,
it's crazy. Like some people are just on that before. And
yeah,
it's the ones that don't give a fuck about it. Like
yeah,
it's the ones that are like, I like this, and whether you like it or not, I'm gonna Naruto run
yeah, or
to the bus or
yeah.
something.
I'm gonna show my
That
what's it
takes some
called?
balls.
Yeah, that does take some balls, bro. Like, I
Because
mean,
in high school, you're always trying to be that like,
that cool kid, or try
yeah,
to just be that, like, I
or
don't
just
know,
fit in.
just try to fit in as much
Yeah.
as you can. I know some people are like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna be like, nah, GG, you try to fit in too. You know, like,
Mhm.
not everybody try to fit in, but like, it's hard. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, the older you get, the more
The more
you,
easier it is to
yeah,
be
you
comfortable
care
with
less.
yourself. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So like nowadays, I just don't care, But like back then, I was like, fuck.
I always said like, I'm like, I wish everybody knew what it felt like to be cool. Because like
Yeah,
we were on the soccer team, we knew like we threw the party, so like
yeah,
you know how it feels, and then there's some kid that doesn't get to do that, and you're just like, he's like, damn, I wish I was them, but like in
yeah.
reality, you're like,
It just,
after a while, the parties get the same and
yeah,
the
it's like the
attention.
same people, bro. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, my whole thing in high school is like I'm gonna make it. I'm I'm pretty cocky with myself.
that's
I
good.
have like a Kanye West type of mentality with myself. Like, yo,
Gonna run for
I'm a
president.
goat, bro. Yeah, no, I'm never gonna run for president, dude. If I run for president, I'm not gonna. There's so much shit about me on the internet right now. Like,
Oh, you'd be fucked.
I'd be fucked, bro. No one's
Oh,
gonna vote for me,
some of the
bro.
shit on Kanye, bro.
I mean, yeah, but like it's Kanye. I don't know. You gotta give him props with his music. That's probably why they take him serious. I
Dude,
guess so.
Kanye right now is in Wyoming somewhere, like listening to 80. What's it called?
88,
88s and
88's
Heartbreak,
heartbreak.
and just
Go.
fucking crying about the election.
Yeah, probably. You know what? He probably is.
Poor man.
Poor man.
He was so confident. Did you see him on Joe Rogan?
Yeah, he's like, yo, I'm gonna like, what was it? Like, he was like the third one or something like that for the presidency. Like, he was getting votes. They're like people voting for
Yeah.
him, and
Not enough though.
not enough.
74
Yeah.
million like Biden.
Yeah, no,
Is your brand like political at all?
no. I mean,
It
it's
sounds a little political,
that
with that
sound?
whole like
Yeah, with like the
the whole
judge
cops
trial.
and yeah.
Nah, I mean, it's not really political or anything. It's not like there's not like a certain side I'm towards or anything like that. It's just clothes. I don't know. It's just fun to do. It's just clothes that like if you like it, then you should definitely check it out. But I mean, if it's something that doesn't fit you, then I get it. Everybody's fashion sense is different.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna tell like a certain dude how to dress if that's not the way he likes dressing. Like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna tell a preppy dude, yo, wear like skinny jeans and like
They're not gonna feel it.
they're not.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, nah, bro. I want to wear my polos and stuff. And like you, like polos are fire. Like nowadays, usually what people do is like put a crew neck on and then a polo underneath that.
Mhm.
Put the collar on top. That's a fire fit right there. You feel me? Like
I remember when they used to pop the collar.
yeah, some Dracula type of
Oh,
shit.
no,
Yeah.
who was it? 3 6 Mafia came out with a song that's like popping my collar. And everybody used to pop their fucking collars.
Oh yeah.
Like everybody used to get those like Target or
Mhm.
Kmart polos and just pop the collar
Oh,
at school. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
hell, no. Bro, the influence that people do like that's the influence people have. That's crazy. Like Kanye with he had polos too for a while, like the pink polos
Yeah.
back in
And the
the
backpacks
in
and
the like back in the teddy bear.
Kanye.
There.
Kanye was like a fashion icon, bro.
Yeah,
You remember
dude,
the
that
glasses
motherfucker's a
with the
goat.
little
Yeah,
slits
with
on there? Yeah.
Yup. Now it's like 2020 type of glasses, and like that people like now that those glasses became like New Year's type of glasses, in my opinion. I
Y-
feel like
You know what I've seen a lot? The chains and the big oversized T-shirts with like metal bands or like
yeah,
rock and roll shit.
yeah, yeah. I think that's coming. I think that's coming back. There's like a lot of things come like e-boys and stuff like that.
Oh,
like
with the part hairs and stuff on TikTok.
I feel like a lot of old clothes is coming back. Like nowadays, like people, what they do is like they buy vintage clothes and then just resell them. You ever seen that anywhere?
Like at Ross, maybe. Yeah.
No, but like what people be doing is like Nowadays, they be like they be going like thrift shopping, buying a bunch of vintage
And they
clothes,
sell them online?
but like market like hella.
What the
Like that's
fuck?
yeah, that's fucked up.
That
Yeah.
seems too much work. If you like doing that,
Nah, that's
more
messed
power
up, bro.
to
They
you.
pretty much stealing from like the poor, like from thrift shopping, and then just selling them, marketing them for themselves. You know what I
Well,
mean?
Kanye gave them the power to do that. Have you seen Kanye's Yeezy line?
I mean, oh,
Shit
well,
looks like
they're.
homeless
I
people.
mean, yeah, but like, did you see their new Gap? His new Gap thing. It's like everything is $50 or below that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, because like a
Even his
t-shirt used
shoes,
to be
bro.
like, no way, the
Yeah.
boots, like the 720s?
Nah, I don't know what they're called. They have like a bunch of holes in them though, but I'm not sure. There's like the new shoes that are coming out for Kanye for Gap,
Yeah.
like $50, bro. That whole clothing line that he's doing with Gap, $50. Yeah.
Do you think they start off by like selling it like really expensive so there's like a hype about it and then it goes down to like just the market?
Like or like, what do you mean?
Well, that's what Tesla did. So Tesla made a Roadster
Mhm.
and they sold it for like 200 grand, right? And only exclusive people could get it. That way there was a hype about Tesla because they couldn't make a lot of fucking cars. But once
Yeah.
they got big enough, they started making those like for everybody, the regular Teslas, and they're 50,000 now. And he's trying to make 25,000 so he could sell it to everyone.
No shit. I did not know that.
Like that's a business plan. And I think maybe Kanye did that because first Yeezys were fucking insanely expensive.
Well, no. Well, it's because like in the like fashion or like shoes industry, like for the most part, what's it called?
You got Yeezys?
Yeah, I do got Yeezys. Yeah, I paid 400. I know, bro.
400?
Yeah, I know.
Are they
bro.
the black ones?
They're the black and they're the Oreos. They have black and a white stripe on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
My
know.
boy has the 350, the red ones.
Oh,
They're
really?
black and red.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn. I think
It's a
we
lot of
might have
money.
this. Yeah.
Dude, I buy Vans and like
Yeah, me too. G, I got
$60.
you. Yeah.
Best shoe ever.
No, but with like the fashion industries, what they do is like so like Supreme or like Bape and stuff like that. What they sell it for like a hoodie for like $50, right? But
Yeah.
then they're like people would like buy a bunch of them and then resell that same hoodie for like 500
On
you know?
Go and
Yeah.
Stock Exchange.
So I think that's why they get more hype, you know, because like for like my clothes got sold out. So if you wanted to with that flannel, since it's not out no more, you could resell it for more than what you got. You know what I
Fuck
mean?
that. I'm keeping that shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
Oh,
that's the whole.
Yeah, that's the whole gimmick of that.
Now I'm not trying to. I'm trying to make my clothes for everybody. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It just sold out. Like I don't.
That's
like,
good.
Yeah,
No,
it's good. But like, you know, what we're gonna do for this next drop is restock some of the stuff. So like the flannels for sure coming back.
I was gonna ask you that. Like, so one drop, you're gonna still be able to get whatever was on there.
Mhm.
Okay.
For the most part, like some stuff we won't sell. Like I think we won't sell the red hoodies no more. But like the pink ones was like a good selling point for us. So we're
I want
gonna
that yellow
resell
shirt.
those. Yeah, those
You guys gotta
yellow
let me know
shirts.
when.
Yeah, when we restock, yeah, those yellow shorts are coming back, and the new clothes like these joggers that I'm wearing. I don't know if like you can see well, but it's like
Yeah,
and
you
if
can
you're-
actually see them.
yeah, and if you're listening to it like on SoundCloud or Apple Music,
Oh,
you know
you gotta
where.
go. Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta go to.
you guys gotta check.
What's
it
your website on?
out. It's just deadontrial.com,
Okay,
and we have an Instagram too. That's just dead on trial. It's like
so that's where everybody could go check out.
Mhm. Yeah.
the clothes that are sold out.
yeah, the clothes that are sold out. I mean, we're gonna restock. Like I said, everything's gonna come back. Like
Yeah.
you know, for the new drop, we have like some more like t-shirts this time because for our first drop we only had hoodies and like shirts and like a flannel. It's like about it, but we didn't have any short sleeve shirts.
Well, that's
Like,
good because it adds like that demand.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
people are waiting on it. I'm sure like when anything's available, like my coworker, he asked me like 3 times, and I told your brother, I'm like,
When are they coming
when
back?
are they gonna? Yeah, because
Yeah.
he really liked it, and maybe he liked anime. I don't know.
Oh, maybe. I mean,
He's always reading books, so
yeah. No, I mean, like, what's it called? I mean, like, it's just hard sometimes. Like, if you're running a business by yourself or like it's just us two, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And like, we have to like, there's so much like legal work we got to do into it too, like trademarks and like what's it called? And then buying in bulk and like actually making it. It's hard work, but like you know, it'll pay off. You know what I mean? Like soon
Yeah.
enough.
that's
I mean,
crazy.
my brothers also told me that a lot of his friends have been like, "Yo, like when you restocking," and like I know I have some friends like, "Yo, when's the next drop?" And this, and I'm like,
Oh, he's the PR manager there.
Yeah.
He's the one promoting the motherfucker.
yeah." And
Every
I'm like,
time on Snapchat with Ari, he has it on.
Oh,
So it's
really?
just like, it's like okay, there's the dead on trial because it's right here, right?
Mhm.
The thing.
yeah.
That's crazy. What's
No.
this one? This is Playboy.
Yeah, no, this is just a
Just a regular
yeah,
shirt.
this is a regular shirt.
Well, that's
I
where you wanna be, right?
Yeah,
You-
yeah. I mean, shit.
So where do you guys like For the like that kind of clothing, is it like you made it when you're on Zoomies or Tilly's, or is
Like,
that like the end goal?
is that the angle? Shit.
Like sell it in bulk,
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
or you want to like take the Supreme?
the Supreme route. I
The
don't know.
Supreme route.
Actually, it's kind of
Supreme was insane, dude. They were like a little shop in New York, and then it
now they're
fucking.
everywhere. Yeah.
Hmm.
Or like people want to get it at least. I don't know. It's Supreme actually made a deal with Zoomies. I think they're gonna start selling some Supreme stuff
Are
at
they really?
Zoomies. I think so. Yeah. Unless I got misinformation, but I'm pretty sure that's
Supreme Wild, they sold bricks, bro.
yeah.
They
They
sold
sold
bricks
bricks, bro.
and
They sold like fucking
fire hydrants.
nunchucks and
Yeah.
like fucking Oreos. They sold Oreos.
Like the red
bro.
ones, yeah.
Man,
That's
crazy.
insane for them to like just brand recognition. Just put it on anything and it will fucking sell.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like you just see that red Supreme logo and you're like, oh shit. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah. No, I mean I don't know what my end goal is to be honest. I mean I just want to make clothes. I guess I don't know. Like I just want to. I guess see I just want to like walk around the street and see like 3 dudes wearing my stuff. That'd be pretty.
That's
That's the end goal.
insane.
I think.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. I mean, right now it's like mostly like local people or like friends and family because like
Mhm.
that's what like
That's how it always starts.
that's how it
dude.
starts. You know, it's
Yeah.
your homies and your family supporting you.
Uh-huh.
And I appreciate that. For everyone that bought something, I appreciate you. But yeah, I mean, my end goal is like going to the mall, right? Walking down and I see this random dude I've never seen in my life wearing my clothes. I'll be like, that made that. You know what I mean? Like, I designed that.
That's a
raw.
crazy feeling.
That's a crazy feeling. Yeah. I mean, anything you do, right? Like if you, for example, like you wouldn't it be raw if you're like just driving and you hear some dude listening to your podcast in the car? That'd be sick. as
That'd be
fuck. That'd be
insane.
insane. You'd be like, oh shit, I made it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's fucking dope. Like
I mean, we were at a bar and well, the girl knows me, so it wasn't like just some random girl.
okay.
But she said it out loud and she was our waitress and she's like, "Oh, like I listened to the podcast. It was really good this week." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And then she's like, "When's the next episode?" I'm like, "Every like Wednesday or Thursday." She goes, "Okay." And then some dudes behind us, these 2 Russian guys, they were just pounding tequila drinks.
Yeah.
They came up, he's like, "You make podcast?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he goes, "Take picture." I'm like,
Take pictures.
say less. I'm not gonna say no to some drunk Russian dude.
Yeah.
So
I
we took a
mean-
picture. I'm like, this feels weird because
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like if you think about it, in a couple of years, he's gonna be like, "Yo, I was in this podcast," or I mean, I met the dude who made this podcast. Isn't that crazy? Be like, "Oh shit, you know him?" And we're like, "Yeah, I know him." You know?
yeah, I always look at the guests on Joe Rogan. I'm like, how do they feel knowing that at the beginning it was just some, he's doing it on his couch
Yeah,
at
it
his
was
house
just some
and
dude, you know. I mean, wasn't he like a UFC fighter or something like that?
announcer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he started like he went on UFC 1 or the 4th one and just went from
Then
there.
just- yeah.
I mean, he's the Fear Factor guy. He's a comic and other stuff like that. So,
yeah, so I mean,
but the podcast was the one that sold for the most. I mean, they gave him $100 million.
that's 100 million. Bro.
Jesus.
I don't even know what I'd be. What would you do with all that money?
What would I buy? A fucking house? There's a reason why he moved to Texas. There's no.
He lives in Texas.
Yeah, he moved to Austin, Texas, because he says it's because of the looting and all that shit that happened in LA. But in reality, he was about to get paid $100 million, and Texas has no. They don't take it out of your paycheck. What do you call that? Like federal taxes?
I think so. I don't know. I'm kind of dumb with that kind of stuff. Too.
Yeah. Okay. So they just don't
something
charge
like
you
that.
shit
Yeah,
for
yeah.
that. And
And
he's
I mean,
like,
if you look at the houses in Texas, they're like crazy huge for like
Fucking
$5,
insane.
bro.
I
It's
know.
like crazy,
dude,
dog.
a house, an apartment here could get you a big ass house out
Yeah,
there.
I know. But like, I love Chicago too much. I feel like if I'd ever make it and I have a lot of money, I'd want like a house downtown, like an apartment downtown.
I want to move to LA.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You ever been to LA?
No.
There's your problem. That's that right there, bro. I've been to LA. Well, what part of it? Like LA, downtown LA?
No, hell no.
Okay, I
There's
was about
too
to
much
say.
homeless people.
Yeah,
there.
dude, I was about to say. I've been to LA because of some conventions and stuff. So I've gone out there with some friends.
What kind of conventions?
It was an anime convention.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, yeah.
So you- what
my
was it?
nerdy ass. Nah, yeah, it was.
You gotta embrace that shit.
Yeah,
Embrace
I mean, I
who
do
you
gotta
are.
embrace my shit. You know, it was AX. It was like the biggest convention of America. I think Asia's got like the number 1, and then it's like a AX. You know. But anyways, I went down there. My first time, my expectations were like, "Yo, this is gonna be crazy. LA gonna be crazy." It was not crazy.
No?
No, it was not. Crazy.
Is Chicago
think-
better?
Chicago's a 1,000% better. I think LA is too hyped, bro.
You think so?
I think it's way too. I mean, you gotta check it out for yourself.
I just hate the snow here.
I mean, yeah. Who doesn't? I mean,
That's the worst part of it all.
yeah.
If there's no snow, I'm
No,
straight.
but
We can
dude,
stay here.
over there it was like 100 degrees. It was like the hottest I've ever gotten in LA. That 1 year I went, it was crazy. It was like 105, like 9 degrees or some crazy shit
God
like that.
damn.
And I was like, fuck this place. You know?
When'd you go? Like in July?
Yeah, June, July.
Okay, so
it
summer.
was July. It was July. Yeah, because it's July 4th. Yeah. Let me tell you this a story out there. I was eating at a Denny's, and this homeless dude just comes next to the window, butt naked. I kid you not, his ass just on our window, bro. And we're like, man, I'm just trying to eat my pancakes, bro. Like,
What'd you say, Denny's?
yeah, the Denny's, bro. Like at a fucking.
That's what you get for going to eat Denny's, bro.
All right. This guy,
dude. Denny's has the weirdest people ever.
All right, yeah. I mean, it's all right.
Gotta go to
Yeah, I would. I mean, I don't think there was an. Oh, maybe there was. We just didn't. We just said, "Fuck it, let's just go to Denny's." You know.
And some naked dude. Comes
some naked homeless dude starts coming up to the window and just rubbing his bare ass on the window. Bro, we had to put our backpacks up, bro. It was so bad. We saw these two homeless people just fucking. I'm pretty sure they were like
in LA?
out in LA in the middle of the street, bro. Like in the corner, they were just fucking. And we're like, bro.
That was like a party.
Oh,
that was like a fucking. You get a show and food.
Show
What's it
and
called?
food.
Dinner and entertainment. There you go.
Dinner and a show. Yeah,
it's like eating at HB's, bro.
All right, this guy.
You eat some nachos and some ass and. Well, it wasn't the ass you wanted to see, but I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, but it was so early in the morning, eating some pancakes and some dude's butt cheeks on the window, bro.
That's rough.
That is rough, bro. I hated it. I mean, it's all right. I think you should. I definitely think you should check out LA. Like, I think you should.
It looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I feel like anybody's gonna be like, yeah, it looks cool. I feel like you should definitely check it out. It's fun. It's like all right for like a week or a weekend.
Mm-hmm. Have you been
like,
to New York?
There? No, I want to go to New York.
New York is dope.
Yeah.
I mean, you feel like you got to take a shower every time you fucking.
Oh, really?
Oh, dude, we walked literally because you walk everywhere. You can't take Ubers unless you want to take a nap. We took an Uber and it took us an hour just to get like a couple blocks down.
And they probably like charged you up the ass too, huh?
Yeah, it was like $23 and I literally paid it just because I wanted to knock out.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm like, wake me up when we get to where we were gonna go. Yeah. And the guy's like, okay. So it took an hour. Like I woke up and we were still in the car. I was like, what the fuck?
Jesus.
But I mean, when you're walking around and obviously like before COVID and stuff like that.
Like the lights, you know, like
dude, it's a crazy town.
I want to go to New York. I want to go to like the Nintendo store out there. It's like the only.
Is it like a big ass?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I'm sure we went. We went to like some M&M store too. And
oh,
it was
really?
Fucking insane.
I'm pretty sure, dude. I'm telling you, New York looks dope. But like, would you want to live there?
No,
that's
too much.
I feel like that's how LA is. I feel like LA is just like a place you go for like 2 days or like a weekend, and that's it.
Here's my thing.
You can't do that with Chicago though. You go to Chicago and you're like, this place is dope.
I love Chicago.
I love
especially
Chicago,
in the summer.
Man. Yeah, like, I love Chicago.
Like a Wednesday night, it's sunny, it's hot.
Yeah,
and you're just chilling.
You just chilling. You could drive down there, just chill, bro. It's dope as fuck. That's why I just want to live down there. You know, I want to have an apartment. I love Chicago. I don't know.
It's expensive.
It is. I mean, yeah.
So
expensive.
when you get there,
when I get there, you gonna see me up there and be like,
just invite us over.
Just, I got you. We'll throw the biggest party. Throw a podcast too there.
Like, yeah, my friend, she has an apartment right by what do you call it, Daly Park or where the Bean is.
Okay, yeah.
And her dad is never there. And
so
one time,
just those bangers.
Yeah, for Lala, she's like, you guys could stay in the apartment if you guys want. And our friend had a Airbnb, so we just went there because everybody's like, fuck that, we're just gonna get fucked over here. Like,
yeah.
And I was like, all right, fuck it, let's get fucked up there. But going into those apartments, it's fucking the view.
Yeah. Like the view of the city.
But you like living in the city. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I mean, no, I think I'm mostly like a cabin type of dude.
Really?
To be honest. Yeah, I know it's kind of like, I'm like, what?
Gotta move to Wisconsin,
this dude gotta make up his mind, you know?
Dude.
Nah, but like, I don't know. I just like cabins. I always wanted to have a cabin in the woods, you know? But like, I feel like when I first make it, I'm going to want to live downtown. That's where more content's at and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's where I would want to live. And then I would start situating myself towards the cabin or like something like that. But then it'd be scary.
What, the cabin?
Yeah, I think that'd be scary.
I mean, I used to get scared when we were like in the campfire and my dad would start saying like scary stories. Like I'd be like, fuck this, let's go back home. Like I'm scared out of my mind.
No, I mean, but I love cabins. I love like, I don't know. It'd be dope looking out your window and just seeing darkness and trees and stuff. But then again, you'd be like, oh shit,
there's no one here.
Demon, bro? Or like,
dude, what if somebody's there?
Yeah, what if someone's there about to kill me?
Bro?
Yeah. The cops are like 2 hours away, bro. You're fucked. Yeah,
that's the thing. And they probably don't even have like good reception.
But I don't know. I think that's dope. I don't know.
No. We went to this cabin out in Wisconsin, and it had like its own private lake, and it had like a basketball court, tennis court, and like you could go canoeing and stuff like that.
And like you just hold that whole property for you. You know what I mean? Like you're just chilling.
Oh, so you need places like that to go out there and think and work and not have all the fucking distractions of like city living and stuff.
Yeah, and just chilling, bro. You're so isolated. I know like some people that might drive me crazy. but I feel like you get more work done by yourself, or maybe that's just me. I don't know. I
No,
feel
you
like
do.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. I
I
feel like
read more. I edit faster when I'm alone.
yeah, you just
Nothing.
a lot more stuff. Like I'm pretty sure if you had like a sibling here or like someone always coming downstairs bothering you
Oh, I
about
kick them the
something,
fuck
yeah,
out.
you'd be like, "Yo, come on, bro. Like, you
Yeah, because
gotta
they're always
go."
trying to talk or something. Yeah, I feel you.
And you're just like, "Bro, like I just want to focus on my like on my craft."
Yeah,
You
when
know?
I started working on this, it was like I would just sit for hours in here and just be like trying to picture it all. And
Oh shit. I mean, it came out dope. I love this, bro. Like
yeah,
this is the first thing I mean, this
the
is the
first
first for me,
podcast.
this is dope. I always wanted to be in a podcast too. Like I'm not gonna lie. I've always seen podcasts. I'm like, I could do that. Like I always wanted to be in a podcast and just talk about random shit. Like talk about, Joe Rogan talks about like aliens and like, like
Monkeys. And
monkeys and like conspiracies. I love conspiracies. And I mean,
what's your favorite conspiracy?
fuck, I don't know. There's so many. Fuck. I saw that Joe Rogan, Alex Jones. I think
Dude,
that's
Alex Jones
crazy.
is the fucking craziest person in the world.
That's I think. Oh, my favorite conspiracy would be this psychedelics that like apparently if you take what is it called?
DMT.
Yeah, if you take that and everybody sees the exact same like alien or like an interdimensional like
You're
type of
talking to a
thing.
god or something.
Yeah, and I'm like that's crazy as fuck to me. I think I would want to try that. But
me
like
too. Yeah,
right?
every time they talk about it,
Yeah,
I'm like, dude,
I gotta try that shit. But like
what they call it? It's ayahuasca.
I
And you
think
got to do it in like some tent with a shaman. And
yeah,
shit.
yeah, and then like apparently Alex Jones was talking about some like there was like 10 people. They were doing like a science experiment or something. Everybody saw the exact same thing, and it's like that shouldn't happen because like everybody has different brains and
Chemistry.
yeah,
And
like
shit. Yeah.
wavelengths and stuff like that. So like you shouldn't have seen that. Like like if me and you took it right now, I'm sure I'd be seeing like Mario or something, and you'd be seeing like something completely like like
I'm down.
Jason or something.
I'm
like
always
that.
looking for people to go to Montana and just sit there with the
Sit there
Indians.
and-
And
yeah, I mean, what's the hardest like? I've done acid. That was like the hardest thing I've ever done.
we did, yeah. So we've done shrooms. That was weird because I didn't know I was on shrooms.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, really? How
Yeah.
do you not know you're on
No,
shrooms?
so we
Someone's
went.
looking like a
No. So we went to my friend's house and I was starving. I hadn't ate all day, and they had this pizza, right?
bruh.
Dude, I was like, "Can I get a slice?" And he goes, $5. And I was like, "Fucking, it's always been free. What are you talking about?"
Yeah,
He's like, "Dude, it's $5." So I give him the money, and I'm eating it, and he thought I knew there was shrooms in there, so that's why he charged me the $5. And I was eating it, and then he's like, "Has it kicked in yet?" I'm like, "What are you talking about, dude?" And he's like, "The fucking shrooms." And I was like, "No, what?"
You're bugging,
Dude,
bro.
he has this like library, right? And around the like there's a TV in the middle of the books or whatever. And I'm looking at the books and they start melting off the fucking shelf. And I was like,
Sheesh.
oh, here we go.
Oh,
And then
hell.
I told my friend, I was like, can you drive me home? And she's like, you're okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I end up walking home because I couldn't tell her where I lived. Because I was just like,
You were just paranoid, like
dude, I was looking out the window and there was like colors and she
oh
was
yeah,
like,
no, it was dope. Yeah.
it was insane. So then I get home and watch the Jersey Shore for like 4 hours. And all I remember was that fucking intro where it's like, get crazy, get loud. And I was like,
You probably mesmerized too by the colors.
And my sister was like, dude, you stood in front of the TV for hours just watching this fucking show.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn, I was tripping hard.
Yeah, no, I mean, on my acid trip, I was going back in time.
Did you guys take the tabs?
Yeah, we took the tabs. It was
Yeah.
on Halloween too, bro. It was on Halloween like 2 years ago, I think, or 3 years ago.
You
I
went
went-
back in time?
Yeah, bro. Bro, this was the craziest experience of my life. I swear to God. I was like, I mean, if you saw it from an outsider view, you'd have been like, what is this dude doing, bro? You'd be like, what is it? He's just bugging, you know?
Yeah.
I was like standing up and then sitting back down. And in my head, I thought I was like going back in time for some reason. Like,
Where'd you go?
I mean, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it was like, okay, so imagine you're in the kitchen, right?
Right.
You get up to the kitchen and then you go to the living room.
Yeah.
And now picture it like you going back in time. So like from the living room back to the kitchen. And then it's just like you walking back and forth.
Oh, okay.
But like in my head, I swear to God, it felt like I was just zooming through time. Like I was going back, sitting back. Because what I would do is I'd be in the kitchen and then I'd go back and sit down. And then I'd get up and go back to the kitchen and go back and sit down. But in my head, I swear to God, I thought I was like zooming, like someone was pulling me and I was like floating back to the chair and stuff. And it was just crazy. Like I was like crushing crayons for some reason. Like it just
Like
felt
you actually did that?
yeah, like I was crushing crayons. Like there was
Uh-huh.
crayons because they were like
They,
coloring.
they weren't like imaginary
No,
crayons.
they were not. My friends, well, they bought a bunch of like crayons and coloring books to color.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like they said that it looked dope and stuff.
Oh,
And I
okay,
was like,
yeah.
oh, okay, yeah. And then
Yeah,
I just
because the
started,
colors pop. And
yeah,
shit,
yeah, yeah. And I just started smushing them in my hand. And they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, what? And I was like, just mushing it in my hand. I was like, everything just felt squishy for some reason.
That's
I don't
fucking
know.
awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. And like the colors and the light, music too, bro. It was like listening to music for the first time, man. It was awesome.
Dude, music on Molly. Like we were at what was it called? EDC.
Mhm.
And some girl just gave us fucking Molly. And we're just like, all right. And she's like, if you need more, call me. And I'm like, I'm gonna take this and I'm never gonna remember your fucking face ever again.
Oh,
And-
she just gave it to you like that?
Well, no, we paid for it,
Oh,
but yeah,
damn,
like
okay.
she was like the cutest drug dealer we had ever met. And then she's like, she gave my friend like her number so we could call her.
Mhm.
And then we took it and I was like, I've never done this. And he's like, oh shit. And then we're sitting there and I'm like, I don't feel dick. He's like, let's move around. Let's go like
Let's
into
move-
the crowd. So we go into the crowd. And then I felt the music before I heard it.
Damn.
And I was like, no way. And then I don't remember shit because we took it, we downed it with Jack.
oh shit.
and then we just
y'all
kept drinking the
crazy,
Jack,
bro.
yeah.
Y'all crazy.
Dude,
Dude.
we used to go fucking, even now, you know,
Even
like
now?
some shit, crazy shit
I
happens.
mean, my brother's always like, oh, we go to the bars and stuff, but I never think like, oh, okay, like it's just a bar, bro. What are you gonna do? Like, I don't know. You just drink, that's it, you know? I don't
You'd
know.
be surprised how much shit you find at a bar, man.
Yeah, or like the casinos too. You'd be like, oh, we're going to that casino or something.
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, like,
People will give you whatever. If you're looking for drugs, go to the
dude,
to
go to the
casino
casino.
bar.
Jeez. Nah.
I mean, I've never done like, I did those drugs because I thought it would be fun.
Mhm. That's how I felt about acid. I did it because I mean, the reason I did it was because I thought I was gonna drop better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought I would be seeing someone talk to me and be like, yo, this is how you drop. You know, that's what I don't know
You
why I
unlock
was,
some other
yeah,
shit.
I unlocked some third eye, like opening shit. But it was just fun. It was just a fun experience. Right?
Dude, I want to try that DMT though.
Yeah, I want to try DMT too. That was like a drug out. Like as soon as Alex Jones was talking about that, I was like, bro, there's some shit I gotta get on. Like it's just it's the back of a frog, isn't it too? It's just a poisonous
Like a frog?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Why would that? How would that even happen? I don't know. Like, what dude just like fucking? I'm gonna lick a frog. You know what I mean?
Some
Some fucking weirdo, bro.
there's a lot of okay, like that theory about the milk.
Yeah,
like,
who the fuck touched?
Who grabbed
Nah,
the
that was-
titty of a cow and drank
a
that
horny
shit?
ass dude, bro. That had to. Be
He's like, damn, this shit good. Let me put some cereal in this bitch and let's eat that
my
shit.
man's had to. I mean, no, drinking milk straight out of a cow is kind of nasty. You gotta like clean it and stuff like that.
Have you been to Mexico and done
Yeah,
that?
that's why. Yeah, I've been to Mexico when I was
threw
little.
I threw
You
up.
threw up?
Yeah. There was like a farmer across where my aunt lived, and he like brought over a cup, and he's like, "I bet you'd never drink this." And I was like,
Right.
"Milk," and he's like, "Fresh milk," and I was like, "All right." So I drank it, and it was like warm, and I was like, I just kept thinking about the cow's titty, and I was like, "No."
Now there's like flies in that bitch too and stuff like that,
Oh,
bro.
that's
Like
just
you gotta
gross.
rinse it out. Yeah.
That's why they like put it through so many filters, and then you get the milk
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
store. But this shit's
No,
Not
but dude, one of my cousins, he was trolling me. I was a little ass kid, bro. I was like 10, 9, 8, something like that. He started squirting milk in my eyes. He's like, you know, it changes your color, like your eye color. So you grab the titty, squirt it in my eye. And I was like, oh, is it like blue now? And he's like, no, I think you gotta try again. And he kept doing it. I'm like, bro, this shit's
Just
not
fucking-
working.
just
Yeah, he was just
fucking with
fucking
you?
with
Yeah.
me, bro. It was, I mean, that was just a story. I thought it was funny, you know.
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have believed it too at 10. I'd be like,
Yeah,
fuck it.
I mean,
Spray
if
me
someone was
both
like,
eyes.
yo, I could change your eye color. I was like, oh fuck, yeah, okay, what color? And then he starts squirting it in my eye and nothing's fucking going on. So I'm like, oh shit, never mind. Like
They live in different worlds, man. I guarantee you, none of my cousins have ever done drugs.
Really? No,
Yeah.
all my cousins, at least from here, I'm pretty sure these motherfuckers crackheads, bro. 100% these motherfuckers crackheads.
Some
And they-
drugs are fun. Some drugs are fun. Some are
fun.
scary.
Yeah, some are scary.
Yeah.
No, I know for a fact my cousins from here, like Luis will probably tell you, like, yeah, these motherfuckers. I feel like, or I might be just like picturing them bad in my head. If you're
Mhm.
listening to this, my bad. Like, you know, I'm sorry, but like,
Like,
Nah.
or they're agreeing with you. They're like, yeah,
we awesome crackheads. Yeah,
I'm doing it right now. They're like, you
Yeah,
guys bullshit.
yeah. I'm 100% sure they all. I mean, I don't really like. I smoked like weed like once or twice in my life, and then I just stopped.
Oh,
That
really?
shit wasn't for me. Yeah,
You didn't like it?
no,
I used to smoke more in high school.
really.
Yeah, then I like,
I pictured high schools when people start smoking like hella.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I did it like twice, 3 times in my life, and then I was like, nah, it's not for me. I don't know. I just
Do you drink? Or you're
Yeah, I mean, I drink
yeah.
sometimes. Yeah,
Yeah.
I drink occasionally. I like Coke and whiskey sometimes. Coke and Jack.
Oh, I thought you meant Coke.
No, not like cocaine. Nah, not chill. Hold on,
I'm
hold
like,
on.
damn,
No,
all right. Maybe
no.
weed's not for you, but you just like picking up and
You know, my first drug actually was the acid.
really?
Yeah, that was my first
Ever?
ever.
Damn,
People were like,
you
bro,
skipped a couple of steps, bro.
I killed the big. All my friends were like, bro, you sure you don't want to smoke weed first? Come on, you have to. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, bro, like I'm good. I don't want to smoke weed. Like, and then they're like, bro, like I don't think you should do acid then right now. And I'm like, dude, I just want to come on, let me
Yeah,
experience
you
this.
gotta learn to walk
And they,
before you run.
and they're like, nah, fuck it, all right. They're like, fuck it, fine. And then they gave me it, and we took it, you know. And then I was like, fuck, you know, it was fun experience. And then after that, like I was like, fuck it, I was in a bad time in my life too.
Mhm.
I was like pretty sad boy. So I did what's it called? I smoked some weed, and then I was like, nah, it's not for me. I don't know. It just I feel like it didn't affect me. It just made me hungry. That's all it did. I mean, maybe
Yeah,
for
food
me,
does taste better.
I know it's different for everybody, like weed is, but like for me, it just made me hungry, you know. And I was like, nah, I'm not gonna go through this. I don't know.
No, I was always that kid. Like if I didn't like something, I was just like, I don't care how much you have of it. I don't care if it's free. You can offer it to me, and I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
Like ask your brother.
really.
They smoke, and it's just like I've never really asked for it, or like, and I got friends who do it all the time,
All the
even at
time,
work
yeah,
and
yeah.
shit. So it's like I could always get it, but I was just like, nah. Like you said, you
That's
didn't.
exactly
Yeah,
how I feel. You know, I could always get it. Like I always have friends and like people that I know that will like always like give me weed if I wanted to, but I was like, nah, I don't know.
but dude, trying LSD before anything else, it's like weed is walking, alcohol is running. You literally jumped off a fucking airplane,
I
and
know, bro.
like you skipped a couple
I kept
steps.
hella steps, bro. I don't know. It was just
That's
like,
why they were probably worried. Like, how's he gonna react to
yeah,
this?
they were like, bro, I don't know. You know, you should never do this, bro. Like, I mean, what my friends did, that was not okay. I don't know why they let me go home, but I drove home still on
Oh
acid,
shit!
bro. Yeah, but it was like midnight. The roads were empty. I could have died, but like, don't do this. Obviously, don't. You know,
Yeah,
I don't know what I was going. I don't know what I was thinking at the
Hey,
time. I
you
was
made
like,
it safe.
yeah, I made it safe.
You
I
got
made it
lucky.
safe. I
Yeah.
got home. I got lucky. You know,
Hmm.
it was like midnight, and I was like, I want to go home. And then they were like, nah, you're not driving home. And I was like, yeah, I am. And they're like, bro, you're not good. And I had to convince them that I was good, even though I wasn't, because I wanted to go home. I
Yeah.
wanted to sleep. I didn't want to sleep there no more. So I was supposed to stay the night, but then I don't know. It fucked with me. I don't know. I wanted to be in my bed, you know?
Imagine your parents saw you.
Dude, imagine. Dude, nah. I mean,
Well, that's the thing. Like, that's why I never went home because I didn't want my mom knowing I was
like,
fucked up.
no. I mean, Luis was there. He's
Yeah.
like, are you good? I'm like, yeah. And then I just went up to sleep and I just knocked out. You wouldn't have noticed, I don't think, because I was like, or maybe you have, I was knocking shit out. I mean, I don't know. Luis would only know.
It's a crazy experience to like as an older brother to see your little brother or like sibling do drugs.
Yeah.
Because like my sister walked in one day and I'm like, you're fucking high. I know you're high.
Oh,
She's like,
hell
what?
no.
And I was like, dude, look at your fucking eyes. And I'm like, you reek, dumbass. I'm like, at least spray something on yourself. And she's like such a fucking beginner. She's just like walked in the house like smelling like fucking
Like weed
Cheech
and
and
had
Chong
the
and
eyes
shit.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
And I was like, you're high. She's like, how do you know? I'm like, dumb. Because I've done it, moron.
Yeah, moron.
I
Yeah.
figured, like I got in trouble for the shit you're doing right now. So.
Yeah. No, I mean, Luis, I think he that only that one time he's ever had to experience. I mean, maybe I've gotten home a couple times drunk as fuck. Well, because like we, you know, parties or like a Halloween party or something like that. But like, and by then my whole family's like, this motherfucker's gone. You know, like he's drunk
so
as
they
fuck.
know?
No,
Yeah.
I mean, I told my parents about the acid trip. It was just like they were like, okay, that's fine, just don't do it again. You know what I mean? They were just supportive. You know, they're
Yeah,
supportive.
you got to
people,
experiment with stuff.
yeah, I mean, my dad always told me, if you ever do a drug, like just do it once so you understand how it is. Because I know you're a teenager, you're gonna want to get it over with. But then don't ever do it again. You know, like don't.
Well, I say we go to Montana, find some Indians,
Find
some teepees.
Yeah, some teepees and
Do
do that
some
fucking
fucking-
DMT, bro. That's
I'm ready to talk to the guy.
I try to tell my homies, all my homies who are like crackheads, dude, these motherfuckers smoke all the time, and these dudes are like crackheads, and I'm like, yo, let's do DMT, and they're like, no, I'm good on that.
It's scary.
I'm like, bro, why, bro? And they're like, no, I'm not doing that. And I'm like, it only lasts like what, 5 minutes or something like that, like 30 seconds.
No.
Yeah, doesn't it last like
Well, they think it's that. No. Is it?
DMT?
Is it
swear to
that
God.
fast?
I swear to God, DMT only lasts like 10 minutes. It feels like 30
Jeez.
minutes or something like
That's
that,
what.
but then
Yeah.
you get out
people
of it.
people say like sometimes they feel like it's been ages.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm pretty sure it only lasts like 10, 20, 15 minutes, and then it just goes away.
You know what I'm scared about? Crying.
Crying.
I've heard stories about that. They take DMT and this guy just couldn't stop crying. like hysterically. And he's just like, it was so embarrassing that all my friends were there and they're just like, chill, bro. Like, it's okay. Like,
It's
you're
okay.
fine. And
You're
he's like
fine.
crying his eyes out.
I mean,
I mean, he's a UFC fighter.
oh,
So
that's probably why.
they're not going to
Like, get
like,
trauma or something. Oh, they're not gonna fucking
yeah, they're going to be like, you
yeah.
pussies. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
well, he could fucking murder you.
I mean, yeah. There's this buff ass dude just crying. You know,
But I
just,
could see me crying and Ori just making fun of me for the rest of my fucking life. So,
I didn't even know that was a thing. Now I'm nervous, bro.
see,
Now I'm
yeah,
nervous
you
if
could
I'm
fucking
crying.
end up crying and saying some weird shit.
No, I mean, I think the way I want to experience it is like an alien comes down or something like that. Because I know people are like, "Oh, what the fuck is going on?" You know.
Yeah. Do you think you would experience it like everybody else? Like you just talk to some third eye god or something?
Nah. I think. Well, I'm built different. You know. I'm just kidding. Nah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I would hope so because I would want to speak to like some interdimensional type of being. Wouldn't you?
I don't.
Have you had the chance to talk to like
Fuck yeah.
a god
Like
type
aliens?
like
Yeah.
an alien or something
Yeah.
like that? Yeah. Hell yeah. Who wouldn't? You know, like.
Even a ghost. You know how people are like, if I ever saw a ghost, I would just run away. I'm like, what if that's the answers are right there? Like that motherfucker knows what's up after you die. Like
I
let's
mean,
go talk to
let's
him.
go. Would you would talk to a ghost?
Ghost, yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I would talk to a ghost. Actually, that's just scary.
Like
Ghosts are fucking scary. Dog.
people,
I'm gonna give you.
people say this house is haunted.
Really?
Yeah, because like
I gotta go. I'm just kidding.
my girlfriend's daughter, she said she saw a guy walk in the hallway upstairs by the
Fuck
bathroom.
that, bro.
And then like sometimes you're like, kids have little imaginations
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit like
Sometimes
that.
they're just tweaking.
But sometimes like my niece will be like, yeah, like I saw people by the door. And you would think like, oh, it's like 2 a.m. What are you talking about? There's no one there. And it's just like,
Damn.
maybe.
Has your family experienced anything like that? Like
Here?
Yeah.
If they did, they wouldn't say.
They wouldn't say.
No, because they're like super religious. But the
Oh,
kids
okay,
will.
okay.
The kids will. They'll be like, yo, I saw something. And one time I opened this door
Fuck this house then,
and
bro.
there was like, I thought I saw somebody sitting on the couch. Am I
in this basement?
in this? Yeah.
Oh, bro.
And I was like, I'm like, who the fuck is that? And I was like, and it went away. And I was like, I'm just fucking tired, whatever. Like,
fuck that, bro. No.
like Louis is just looking around like, fuck that. Not that couch. This is a different couch. This one's, it's not haunted.
And nobody dies here that you know of. Like,
Well,
in the past?
so we looked up the house and it was made in 1930.
Oh, yeah, definitely someone has died here.
Someone's fucking had to die here.
A couple
Or
people.
plenty
bro.
of people, yeah.
Yeah, nah. What if this is like a murder house and we don't even know?
Oh, aren't they supposed to tell you that's a murder house?
No, I mean, not necessarily. Unless they could just be like, oh, you didn't ask. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true that.
Because there's a lot of times like, what are they called? Real
estate?
Yeah, real
Yeah.
estate. Like the agents could be like,
They're just trying to sell it.
yeah,
so
they're just
like,
trying to
fuck
sell it. Like, fuck, I don't care about this house. I'm not gonna tell you unless you add, and then be like, oh, well, you didn't tell me in the agreements or something. You could just be like, well, you didn't ask. I don't know.
See, whether it's haunted or not, I would want to see it. You know, because I think like a lot of people say like, I saw this, I saw that. And it's like, did you?
Yeah.
Or is it all bullshit?
Is it all bullshit?
So
Yeah.
the moment I see something, I'll be like, I wouldn't even tell anybody. I just keep it to myself and be like, I saw something.
Yeah, you
Or I
wouldn't tell
talk to them.
anybody that you saw something crazy?
Not,
That's wild.
not my
bro.
family, because then they would just
okay.
freak out.
Well, like your friends and stuff.
Well, you know, my sister, her room is like really like upstairs, right?
Mhm.
And she said that while she was sleeping, she could feel somebody walking around her bed.
Nah, bro.
And
fuck this house,
Dude,
bro.
we're
I
talking
gotta get the
about
fuck
a
out of here.
20-year-old in my mom's room crying.
She's 20.
She's 23 now.
Oh, okay.
But, like,
But she
just a
was
couple
20 at the
years.
time?
Yeah, she was 20 at the time. And she's crying in my mom's room that she didn't want to sleep in there. It was either she was still smoking weed or she really felt like something
was in there.
and you see the house over here, you see the window.
Mhm.
So
That window looks scary as itself, dog.
Yeah, 'cause
I'm
it's,
gonna
like,
be
all
honest with
dirty
you.
and shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
nah, this window looks like spider webs and like
It
someone's
is,
gonna come out and kill
there's
me.
a shit ton of spiders down here.
Nah,
That's how, yeah.
this some scary shit then.
Well, okay, so they have their door has the motion sensor, the light.
The neighbor's house?
Yeah, so
Okay.
when you walk out the door, the light turns on.
Okay. Oh, let me find out.
And at night when I'm editing, that light turns on and off throughout the night. And I'm just looking over like
bro.
it ain't shit. I'm like, there's squirrels running.
There's
I
squirrels.
always make
bro.
like a little like reason why things happen. You know, like if you hear something upstairs, I'm like, I might be like my dad or something, and knowing there's nobody upstairs, it's like whatever.
Yeah, no, I feel that. In my house, nothing scary has happened that I know of. I can only recall two things that's ever happened in my whole life because I've lived in that house my whole life. It's like the blender turning on at like 1 a.m. by itself, and then
Mhm.
like the speakers for my TV turning on by itself. But then I'm like probably a power outage or like
Some
wiring,
sort, yeah.
something sparks. I even looked it up. Why did my TV turn on without TV's not on, but
The speakers,
the
yeah.
speakers are on. Why did that happen? And it was like, oh, sometimes that happens with like shortage or something. And it reassures me. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you
Nah,
gotta make a reason.
Yeah, I
'cause
gotta make a reason for
the-
that shit. There's no way I'm living in a haunted house, bro.
The other side is that
Yeah, no,
it's
fuck
haunted.
those. My girlfriend actually, she always tells me stories about her old house. She used to live at the Rosemont at those apartments over there.
Mhm.
She always told me that her house was haunted as fuck, and that there was like this doll, and like it was just haunted as fuck.
Like Annabelle.
Yeah, and even her parents were like, "Nah, my house is haunted as fuck," and like they moved now and stuff. But like, and I'm thinking like, okay, like I always feel like I'd be like, I don't know, I wouldn't be scared, but then coming down to it, yeah, I'm shitting myself, dog. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
like
know?
there's that initial like, holy shit, there's
Yeah,
something
dude.
here.
Oh, fuck that.
But
you know?
then after, I would be like, yo, come here.
Yeah, you come check this out. Yo,
Go sit there. Sit there. We're gonna talk. All
We're
right.
gonna talk.
Maybe the camera will see you, but I'm seeing you right now.
Nah, fuck ghosts, dude. Nah, if there's a ghost in here, my bad. Like I don't.
No, I invite him.
Oh,
I'm like,
fuck.
what's up?
Have you ever done like a Ouija board or anything like that?
Yeah. So my sister got,
Really?
Yeah, not here.
Oh.
When we were Rosemont too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she had it under her bed because my sister was weird, dude. And I've told her this plenty of times. She used to watch the Blair Witch every single night. And then she would tell me to watch it with her. And just the other day we were sitting in our living room and she goes, guess what? And I was like, she's like 35 now. She's
Okay.
got kids and stuff. She's like, the Blair Witch is on. And I was like, fuck you for making me watch that shit every day when I was a kid.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. What? I've never seen that movie actually.
She got, it's not that, like, it's literally just them in the woods and all this like creepy shit happens.
Oh, okay,
but
okay.
I don't know if it's real or not. It's probably bullshit. But
Wait, did they say it's real at the end of the movie?
That's what. Yeah, that's why that was the hype around the thing.
That
Like,
movie. Is that the one with Gambino? Isn't it or no? Am I bugging?
No.
Okay, no.
Yeah,
I think about
it's
something
old.
else.
It's old. It's
old as
like
fuck?
2000s.
Oh, okay. No, I'm bugging. Damn.
Yeah, but she got a Ouija board once, and she was playing it in her rooms with her friends, and they were like asking questions, and they swear it moved. But the bullshit part is like all their hands are on this.
So
like,
someone could have
triangle.
moved it.
Somebody could have done it. It's like I'm not moving it. I'm not moving it. So I don't know if you could really talk to people. They say it's like a portal to hell or some shit like that.
Nah, I mean, I always wanted to do it, but all my homies are too much of a bitch to do it. And I'm
Nope.
like, bro, it's just, I don't know. They sell it at Toys R Us. Like they used to sell it at Toys R Us.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
you
they
can buy it
sell
on
it-
eBay. I'm
You
sure.
could buy it at Target, bro. They wouldn't be selling that type, like a demonic opening door
Yeah,
at
it's like
Target, bro.
Everybody's getting possessed and shit. I mean, like for me, it's just curiosity to find out.
Yeah,
what
honestly,
it is.
it is just curiosity. Aliens, ghosts, demons. Not demons. Aliens or ghosts, 100%.
Demons.
Yeah. Fuck demons. I'm not fucking
There's like
around
the
with
Conjuring shit. Like
No,
the
yeah,
90s
I'm
stuff.
not fucking around with demons. You like horror movies? I mean,
I love it.
You
Yeah.
love horror movies
Yeah.
because of the crystal. What's your favorite horror movie?
Probably Texas Chainsaw.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one? The old ones or the new one? Like the one with fuck, what's her name? Have you seen Percy Jackson?
Yeah.
You know Annabeth, the actor?
The
that one?
Alexandra
Alexandra Daddario or something like that? Yeah.
She's got
That,
fat titties.
is that the one you're
No,
talking
no,
about? No.
There's
Oh,
one made in like 2011
Mhm.
that was like probably the realest one that I thought. But they're all pretty good. I mean, I like Sinister.
Dude, I love that was like the first horror movie I ever seen.
Sinister?
That
Yeah.
should tell you how young, like, wow.
How old are you?
I'm 21, but like,
Yeah.
when that movie, that was like, I was a bitch. And Luis could tell you this, bro. I was scared of the dark. I was such a little bitch when I was a little kid, man. I was like the biggest bitch ever. And like,
Just nodding his head.
yeah, I
Just
was like
yeah.
junior year, sophomore year. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to watch a horror movie, bro.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it took me that long.
Damn,
And now I
dude.
love horror movies, though. Like, I
Yeah.
love that type of shit. But like back then, I was a little bitch, dog. I don't
Dude.
know. I was just too sheltered, I guess, but my parents just sheltered
Yeah.
me so much.
I was watching scary movies at 5. The
Really?
first scary movie I watched was It.
I saw that when, I saw like parts of it. I saw my dad watching it. I came inside. I'm like, nah. And I left.
No, I told everybody at school. I got in trouble for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was telling people, like kids, that there was a fucking clown in the sewers. And one kid went home, told his mom, and she goes, "What?"
Bruh.
Next day, like the teacher's like, "Come here," and I was like, "What's up?" And then she's like, "Did you watch a movie?" I'm like, "Yeah," and then she's like, "Stop telling kids that," because like
Right,
Eric
right.
couldn't sleep or whatever. But in Rosemont, I want to tell you a story about that. We lived in an apartment, and at the bottom apartment, this guy hung himself, and he was
Wait,
there for
facts?
like for
Is
real.
this for real?
Yeah,
Rosemont.
Rosemont, like the apartment's over there.
Nah, bro.
He hung
I'm not
himself.
going back.
He hung himself in the closet.
That what street was this? What was
It
it
was
like Doris Coral?
no, you know where the rec center is?
Yeah.
Right next to those apartments.
Okay.
And I don't want to say his name because like
Yeah, yeah. You don't want
he's
to.
got
No,
he's
fuck
got
that, bro.
sons.
No,
He's
no.
got sons.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, but like, and I think 2 daughters. Yeah, he had a bunch of like family, and he was old. I think he was like 70, and I guess he just got like tired or whatever. So he hung himself for a whole week.
What?
Like, I don't know. I think the kids
Oh,
were in
no one
Mexico.
found him for a whole week?
For a whole week. Yeah. So like the cops showed up and we're looking like obviously nosy ass neighbors were like, what's going on? And then the cop was like, yeah, like we just found him. Like somebody was like worried about him. So they like went in there with the landlord and they found him in the closet. And I was like, dude, there was a dead dude under our apartment the whole fucking week. I'm surprised we didn't see him or anything like
Fuck
that.
that,
Yeah.
bro. How do you?
I mean, I didn't see him.
I mean, yeah, but I would have been like, dude, that's so fucking crazy if you think about it. You were sleeping, chilling, and there's a dead guy on
There's a
you.
dead guy, yeah. I'm sure.
This is facts, like that ass.
Hmm? Yeah,
Damn,
yeah.
hell no.
Even
bro.
where we work right now, some dude, while they were setting up the factory, they were like putting in the machines that they brought from the old factory. This white guy came up to them and then he goes, I know a lot of shit. And they're like, what are you talking about? He's like, I don't want to start any problems. And they're like, what are you talking about? Just tell
Yeah,
us.
what?
And he goes, there's bodies in here. Like they buried the bodies under the concrete. And we're like, what the fuck?
Damn, I feel like he off his rocks or something. Like
Yeah,
that,
that's what we
bro.
thought, like some homeless guy. But like, you know, you're only crazy till it's true.
Oh shit.
The
I never
moment,
heard that saying.
the moment, you know, like Alex Jones, he talked about the whole conspiracy theory and that owl thing where like all these
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
billionaires
yeah,
would
yeah,
go
yeah.
to like some camp in-
Bohemian Robe or something.
Yeah.
Like Raspberry.
and
or
everybody's
something
like, you're full of shit. And then he's like, fuck, okay, you don't believe me? Then he took a camera,
He went
snuck
there.
in, took a bunch of pictures, and you got like billionaires out there. And then that's where that saying comes from. Like Alex Jones was crazy till he was right. Then everybody's like, damn.
Yeah.
So when he
holy
talks about like
shit.
9/11 and how it was an inside job, you know, you got to take it with a grain of salt. You got to be like,
Well, there's so much on 9/11, dude. There's like so much about like it being actually like fucking. I even saw something saying that the planes aren't real. And I was thinking about how the fuck do you Photoshop planes into a building like that then? Like how do you record like no, that doesn't make any sense. Like I saw a YouTube video explaining or like some of my friends were even saying like, yeah, like some people say that they didn't even see the airplane, that it just demolished like that.
really?
Yeah, and then I was like, no, like that has to be that's bullshit. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like there
Yeah.
has it might have been an inside job, but like they had to have used the plane, bro. And because they were like, no, because the wall was too strong for an airplane, bro. If an airplane came to any building, that
It'd fuck it
motherfucker
up.
that's gonna fuck it up, bro. It doesn't matter.
Well, I heard about the planes not being real. It was just more, they had like, they landed the actual planes, killed everybody inside because they couldn't let anybody know.
Wait,
and then they
what?
used like actual, like, they had like decoy planes that crashed into the
building.
buildings that had explosions or whatever. It's crazy. Like obviously, like, but that they said like there was no people in those planes. It was military planes that were decoys, and they matched the actual planes. They just killed everybody, and I mean it's insane. You know, like I go with this. I never believed it. I was just like, it's just a terrorist attack.
Yeah, I mean that's what you
know?
want to believe. Hopefully, you know, you don't want to think that your own government or like
Fucked you over.
fuck did some fucked up shit like that. You know?
Yeah, but I mean, look at the evidence that there is that like all the people that stood to make a shit ton of money did after that attack, because that was the only reason we went into Iraq, where they wanted the oil and stuff like that. And George Bush's dad, when he was president, he was fighting a war in Iraq for the oil. Same thing, you know?
Yeah, you know, that same thing happened with the virus. You know, there was like I read somewhere that there was like this billionaire who knew that it was coming and like took all of his stocks out or something like that. And he didn't warn anybody. And like a bunch of like higher ups knew about it and they just didn't care because it would benefit them the most. Like,
Have you gotten it?
No,
No?
I never got it. Did you?
No.
No, okay.
Oh,
I was about to
hopefully.
say, bro, I'm not trying to.
Well, my girlfriend got tested because she was starting a new job and she felt like she had it.
Did she?
No. So
Oh,
it came out negative. So I'm like, all right. So if you don't have it, for sure, I don't have it
yeah,
because I'm always around you.
yeah,
So
cause yeah, the same. Yeah.
one of
So
our
like,
friends, Sanchez got it,
I
or his
mean,
dad got it. You didn't hear
really,
about that, Beanie? Yeah. So they're quarantined right now.
really.
Yeah, he's not
My
coming out.
my girlfriend's dad got it, and I was with her. So like, so like he got it, and then like a day later, I'm hanging out with her, and she's like, "Oh, by the way, my dad might have gotten it," and I'm like, "Fuck." That means I probably have it now because you live with the dude, you know. So I went to go get tested, and I was freaking out. You could even ask Luis, bro. I was like isolated from everybody, like, cause my dad's like he has like a coughing problem. So if like
Mine too. Yeah,
if I have it, I'm not gonna fuck
he's
with him.
fucked.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
fucked. And I'm like, fuck. Like I had like walls up in the living room, bro. Like I was isolated from everybody. I went to go get tested quick. I was calling the dudes like every day, like, yo, am I negative? Am I positive? Like it was on like the third day. They're like, oh no, you're good. You're negative. And I was like, oh, thank God. And my dad's like, yeah, you're bugging, bro. You had no symptoms, right? I'm like, yeah, but it takes 2 weeks. You never know, right? You just
it's the anxiety.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's like taking an
anxiety.
STD test. That you're just like,
You're just
what if I have
yeah,
AIDS? What if I
whatever.
got AIDS, bro? How
Whatever.
could I die?
Yeah, you just never know, you know. It's like, it was scary. So, but no, I don't. I mean, luckily I didn't get it.
You're good.
Yeah,
All right, let me pee, dude. I'm
but,
sorry I had to go pee. How about we start there?
yeah, yeah. My man's had to go pee.
We talked for like an hour or so.
Yeah, no, it was 9/11. We're talking about the
Conspiracy theories and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. That's what it was. Damn, how did I forget this, dude? I don't
It's
know.
been a while. We had to wait for the camera to cool down.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Damn. Okay, so we were talking about 9/11 and conspiracies and the DMT trip. Going back to those
I'm
little huts.
seriously down for that, dude.
Yeah, I
Would,
mean,
would your brother be? Would you be down?
I don't
Would
know.
you be down to go to Montana? It's hard to like tell people, hey, do you want to take a trip to the middle of nowhere with a bunch of Indians and do drugs?
Yeah.
Kind of hard to be like
I mean, how do you even come? How do you bring that up to conversation? Like, how do you like
this.
hey, by the way, I'm down for a DMT trip if you're down. You know what I mean? Like, how do you?
Like you want to go.
Yeah,
It's like it's harder to say than just going to the bar.
yeah, it is, bro. It's like it's because it's drugs too. To be honest, I
Yeah,
mean, like,
not a
how
lot
do
of
you?
people are down to do
Not
it.
a lot of people are down to do.
Well,
it.
I mean, I've been in some gnarly rooms where like guys have been doing heroin.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Well, just out of curiosity, I was like, "How do you guys do it?" And they're like, "We've never had an audience, but you could sit here and you could watch us."
They just stuck needles in them.
Yeah, it was.
Fuck, bro.
It, the craziest thing was I had never seen heroin in my life, and I was just like, "How do you guys do it?" And then they're like, "We'll fucking show you." It was like show and tell. They're like, "Here's a drug, and it comes like in a powder, so you got to put like water."
Powder.
Yeah, it comes like powder. Heroin comes in like a little pouch. And for anybody hearing this, I'm not trying to show you how to do it. I'm just
I'm
saying
not-
this is what happened to me.
Honestly, bro.
And then like,
he's
so-
just showing an experience.
yeah, so they pour the powder on a spoon, right? And that's why I'm like, oh, that's why you guys use spoons. They put a little like cap full of water. They cook it and then they stir it. You're pretty much like mixing this fucking thing. And then they put like cotton on top of it and then the syringe in. That way, like filters, which bunch of horse shit
Yeah. How do
to
you?
begin with. I'm like, that didn't filter anything. But they're like, it works, bro. It works. So they did that. And then obviously they tie their arm
That's-
and they shoot it. Or they
that's-
shoot it into their ankles, which is weird. I'm like, why do you do it in the ankles? They're like, because we did it so many times that our veins won't go anymore. And I was like,
Damn, these
what the fuck?
motherfuckers, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I was just like, part of me wanted to throw up because I was like, this is
That's so wild. How
Disgusting.
dude? Speaking of drugs, by the way, my cousins aren't actually crackheads. I just like to say that they're crackheads.
that's the
'cause, like,
disclaimer. They're
yeah,
not
because it's
crackheads.
funny. I don't know. It's just like, oh, by the way, like, oh, you're such a crackhead. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know
They
it's
don't
like
do crack.
No, they
Not
don't.
the
They
real
don't
crack.
actually do right crack. No, they don't do a crack.
Well, crack. Nah, I don't think
crack
a lot
is
of people
heroin,
do.
right?
No,
No,
crack is
crack is its own thing.
cocaine. Crack cocaine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the rock version of
Wow.
it. They're just smoking cocaine.
They're just. I don't even know you. I thought you just like sniffed.
Sniffed
cocaine.
it. Yeah, you can smoke it too. That's what crack is.
Wow, I learned something new every
Yeah.
day, huh?
You have
I
you
learned a
ever
lot
heard of
about drugs here, huh?
Speedball. Yeah, there's been guys that came in here and just, there's one guy and he's like one of my favorite people to talk to. He just sat down and I was just like, I didn't know what to expect. And he's like, yeah, so I was homeless in LA and I did a bunch of
Really?
drugs. And I was like, oh, that's how we're gonna do it. All right,
We're starting off
wow,
strong.
I was
bro.
impressed that he just went so hard on it. So I invited him a couple of times over, and so yeah, we talk a lot about drugs.
Yeah. I mean, I learned something new about drugs every day.
Yeah. There's a bunch of drugs that like I didn't know about DMT till Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I
came
didn't know
around.
about DMT either.
Yeah.
And then he said that like that whole trip, I wasn't expecting much. I was like, okay, it's just It's just another like acid
We,
hallucinogen.
you know, they talk about DMT. We actually make DMT in our brain.
What?
It's just so small. It doesn't affect us like it would
What?
at a higher concentration. Yeah. So like every human makes DMT and they think that's the drug that gets released when you die.
Oh, and that's why you see like a white
Yeah.
light and
So
shit like
they
that.
say that's why people have
Wow.
like, what do you call that when you die, but you see something, then you come back? A near death
A near
experience.
death
There you go.
experience?
Yeah. And they see like, oh, I
What?
saw God or God told me to do
Is this
this.
fact? This is facts?
Dude, that's
What?
what they
That's
say.
crazy. Imagine.
Yeah, we produce this thing and I I don't know where do you get DMT? It's not like a flower or anything, is it?
Nah, it's the back of a poisonous frog. That's what I thought it was.
Like a
That's what that
biological drug?
it was like. Well, what Joe Rogan said was that like it's the back of a poisonous frog. Some dude licked it, and then I guess that's just the DMT. Maybe because you're near death because it's poison. I don't know.
That's weird.
I don't. I mean, I have no idea. But I
I
mean, I
mean,
might be bullshitting. Honestly, I could be bullshitting. Don't take
yeah.
anything I'm saying seriously. Like, I could be 100%
No, I
bullshitting. But
believe
like,
you. I believe you.
yeah, I mean, that's what I saw. Dude, I watched that podcast like 3 fucking times because it's
Dude, he
so
talks about
crazy,
DMT for a
and it's
while.
like 3-4 hours long, and I
Yeah.
sit down and listen to that whole shit like 3 or 4 times because I always think it's crazy. Like I'm telling you, I love conspiracies, man. I love like
Just
they talk
finding
about
out something new.
yeah something new. Like they talked about chimera ants, how like mixed hybrid of pigs and humans or something like that, and I was like, that's fucking scary. I don't know, like that's
Have you ever
crazy.
heard of lizard people?
Yeah, I've heard
That's
of
a
who,
weird
bro.
conspiracy, dude.
If you're a conspiracist, like at this
Who
point,
hasn't?
who hasn't heard
Yeah.
about the lizard people? Like Hillary Clinton's a lizard person. Like
They said Justin Bieber was
Justin Bieber. They also said that Justin Bieber was a part of that like pedophilia ring or something like that.
oh,
that was
with
going on.
Epstein.
Yeah, that's crazy,
Dude,
bro.
they murked that guy and nobody did anything about it.
Nah, they really just murdered this man in front, and they were just like, oh, I'm just gonna
Shout
turn
out
the
to my
camera
boy
on.
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton.
The
Yeah,
Clinton.
shout out my boy out
Dude.
here.
And we were talking about Clinton before
Yeah.
this camera
And
thing.
then my boy, they heard that we were talking shit about Jeffrey, so they cut my man's
They said,
camera
no,
shot.
y'all can't say that shit.
They said,
yeah.
nah,
They're trying to murk us.
honestly.
I voted for you, Hillary. I swear to God. No, I
Yeah.
didn't vote for her, but I didn't vote for anybody that elected.
Yeah, I mean, I was too young.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me here. This was fun. Like, this is the first for me, and it was dope talking about, what I do and stuff like that.
You did great.
Hey,
I know you were
appreciate
nervous
it.
a little bit.
Yeah, I was nervous. I got in here, didn't know what I was like, fuck.
I promise you, everybody is, and then they start doing it, and they forget there's a camera on them, and they just talk. And you did it better than most.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I told you the
let's
story about the
go.
girl who was so nervous
who was
she couldn't
so
even talk.
nervous.
So it's just like,
let's go.
yeah. So you're
No, I'm trying to. Hopefully, this is like your most viewed. That's what I want to go for. I'm gonna post this everywhere, bro. I'm talking about.
oh,
I'm gonna be like that 6ix9ine. You know how in the Breakfast Club, he's like, "This is gonna be your most viewed."
oh, that's
video.
what he said.
Yeah, he's
Is
like,
it?
and it was.
It was?
Yeah, it was, dude. My man's kept his word. So
Oh shit.
I'm gonna say it right now. I want this one to be the
All right.
most viewed. Unless I come back, then the next one is gonna.
Well,
be
it's
the
a very
most
low
viewed.
bar to clear. All right. So
No, I got this, bro. Trust. I'm gonna post this everywhere. I know my
All right.
homies come through sometimes.
all right, I
so,
got you.
yeah.
So shout out to your homies.
Shout out to my homies. Yeah.
to
shout out.
everybody buying Dead on Trial.
Yeah.
Keep working. It's a great brand.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I wear it. I put it on my. Did I put it on my Instagram? No, somebody posted. Who posted on their Instagram? But I made her take a picture of it. I wore it
Oh,
downtown.
yeah?
I was like, take a picture of me at the bridge. So yeah,
Hey, I
it's dope.
appreciate that.
Keep going,
yeah,
man.
I appreciate it. Yeah, everybody go check out my stuff. The
Where can they
DOT.
find you at?
So just go on Dead on Trial on Instagram, and then I have Dead on Trial too on what's it called? On the website deadontrial.com. And then I
Mhm.
have a personal Instagram called Demon Kid 100. That's just also my YouTube channel
Okay, cool.
because I
So,
play games and stuff like that too.
and
In
video
case-
games and stuff.
Yeah, in case you guys ever want to check that out. Kind of funny guy. I think so. I don't know.
Yeah. So
yeah.
if you guys are on Spotify or anywhere else you're listening to this to, or if you're on YouTube, go on, check out Demon Kid what?
100.
100,
So Demon
okay.
Kid, and then just don't spell out 100. It's just
1000.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys.
Hey, thanks for having me.
I appreciate all the support and thank you for coming in. I'll definitely bring you back.
Yeah,
and we can
I
keep
would
talking.
love, bro, to come back. This shit was fun. I'd love.
Most guests
podcasts.
do. Most guests do.
Yeah,
so.
this shit was fun. I'd love to come back sometime and talk more about
Yeah.
conspiracies, bro.
Oh,
I love that.
dude.
I could be that conspiracy guy.
I
on
say
this
I say
channel,
we
bro.
go. Yeah.
I
I say
could
we
be-
go do the DMT and then make an episode.
Yeah,
all
make an
about
ep-
what we.
yeah,
That would be an insane fucking
That'd be
episode.
dope as fuck. Yeah, I mean, I would love to do that shit. I'd love I want to come back and be like, oh, it's a conspiracy again. I'm gonna look up so much conspiracies, and then next time come back with research,
I'm
got
down.
papers
You'll
and
be
shit
my
like
Alex
that.
Jones.
Yo, be my
Yeah, there
sir.
you
Let's
go.
go. That'd be dope as fuck. Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.